In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front brakes on this BMW 328i. These are going to be located behind the front wheels. Let's get into it. We're going to remove the wheel, use a 17mm socket, take these lug bolts out. And before you take the last one out, I'm just going to hold the wheel. Take that out, then grab the wheel and pull it off. There's a brake pad sensor here. Just going to use some needle nose pliers and then just pull this out. There's the clip right there. Make sure you pull the clip out as well. Put that on the sensor. And you get the bleeder screw cap right here. Just pop this off. Pull that out of the way. And using a 11mm wrench, just going to crack this bleeder screw open and then just snug it closed just so it doesn't leak. Now we're going to take this spring clip off. I'm just going to use a pry bar, some needle nose pliers, just like that. Then we're going to take these caps off. I'm just going to use a straight blade screwdriver. You could use a pick. Pop these caps off so you can get to the bolts for the caliper. Now using a 7mm hex socket, we're going to take these caliper slide pin bolts out. Pull those out. I'm just going to use a pry bar. Just pry the caliper out a little bit. And pull this off. Take the brake pads off the caliper. This one's stuck a little. Just pry this off. And then the one that's attached to the piston, just pull that out, just like that. Pull that off. Use a brake caliper hanger, and we'll just hang it from the coil spring out of the way. Now we're going to take the bracket off, take these bolts out, use a 18mm socket, take these out. Pull those out, grab the bracket, and slide it off. Using a 6mm hex socket, take the screw out. There you go. Grab the rotor, pull it off. If it doesn't come off that easy, just use a hammer and just give it a tap in that area. It comes right off. Now I'm going to use a wire brush and just clean up the hub surface, get any rust or dirt and debris off. Now take a little anti-seize, just give it a little coat. That's good. Now take some brake parts cleaner, clean off the rotor. Wipe it down with a rag and spin it around. The same on this side. And wipe it down. Yeah, put the rotor on. Get this lined up with the threaded hole right there. Take the screw. Just snug that down, not too tight. That's good. Now we're going to clean up the brake caliper bracket. You want to clean up any rust or corrosion in the area where the brake pad's going to sit. I'm just going to use a wire brush. And do the same thing on the other side. Clean those up. Those look pretty good. Now Now take the caliper pins and we're going to clean these up. Use a little brake parts cleaner. Wipe them off with a rag. If there's a little bit of corrosion on the pins or any type of debris, you want to use a wire brush on those. Just clean those up a little bit. That looks good. Do the same on this one. All right, that looks good. A little more brake parts cleaner. Wipe them down with a rag. And take some silicone paste or brake caliper grease. Then just coat these down. There we go, that's good. Take the bracket, slide it over the rotor. Then take the bolts, get those started. Tighten these down. Now torque these to 81 foot-pounds. Now we gotta compress the caliper. We want to take the hanger off. Just flip this around. I'm going to take one of the old brake pads, put it in the caliper, and use a caliper compressing tool. Get this lined up. All right, now before we tighten that down, we're going to take the bleeder screw, use a 11mm wrench on the bleeder screw, and then just to keep it clean, I'm going to use a hose. That hose just goes into a bottle. It's just going to keep the brake fluid from making a mess. Just have the hose go up. Loosen that up. Now slowly compress the brake caliper. You can see the fluid going through. No bubbles. That's what you want. Just go nice and slow. Press the caliper. It's pushing the piston back into the caliper so that you can fit the brake pads. Then opening the bleeder screw prevents the fluid from going back into the system in case there's dirty fluid or contaminated fluid. Now close that up. That's all the way down. You can take the bleeder hose off, or you can have a drain bucket underneath. Snug that up as much as you can right there. Take that off. Remove the compressing tool. Remove the brake pad. Make sure the boot looks good all the way around. It's not coming out. Sometimes they puff out a little bit and you just gotta use a pick or a straight blade screwdriver and just release some of the air if it's ballooned out a little, but that looks good. Now put the brake pads on. The one with the bracket is gonna go into the piston. Push that in place, just like that. This other one's gonna go on the bracket. Take the caliper, make sure the hose is not spun. You don't want to twist it. Slide that over. And take the pins, get those started. Snug those down. Now we'll torque these to 22 foot-pounds. That's good. Take the caps, put the caps on. Now snug up the bleeder screw. That's good. You can use a little brake parts cleaner if you need to. Just clean that up a little bit. Now take the clip. I'm just going to get one side started. Pry this down. Use a pry bar. Just pry this other one in place. And push that in. That looks good. Take the brake pad sensor, go through the cap for the bleeder screw. There's a little retainer around that. And then bring it over to the brake pad. Just going to use some needle nose pliers just to help get this guided in there. Line that up with the brake pad and push it in place. That's good. And put the wheel on. Get that lined up. Put the lug stud in. Snug that down. Snug those down. Now I'm going to torque the lug bolts to 80 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Go around again, double check. Now, nice and slow, you want to pump the brake pedal. There's going to be an air gap between the brake caliper piston and the brake pads. So just go nice and slow. About 5 or 6 times, and then you're going to start to feel the pedal gets a little stiffer. That's good. Under the hood, you're going to check the fluid level for the master cylinder. There's a cover over here on the cowl. Just grab underneath here. There's a clip and a clip right there. Take this cover off. There's the master cylinder reservoir. Give it a shake. There's a level right there, max or min. So adjust the level accordingly. Once it's all set, put the cover back on. Slide that in place, lock it down.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.